Welcome to Building Buzz. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and joining me is my co-host, Charles Garrison. Charles, how are you?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Always.
Yeah. Let's talk. Well, you're here, but we're not here to talk about you. We're here to talk about Amy Fu with Alpha Envirotech Consulting LLC. How are you doing, Amy?
Good.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So
Good to see you.
tell us about Alpha.
Well, Alpha Envirotech Consulting is an environmental engineering firm, and we provide services from contamination to wetland, wildlife, cultural resources, indoor air quality, and construction-related services. We're a JSAP, DBE, MBE, WBE, you name it.
Yeah.
We provide services mostly in Jacksonville and around Jacksonville. We also have projects down south to Miami Beach, and west to Panama City.
Yeah.
We're also in Georgia right now.
Okay.
And so this is really a very exciting time for us. And we've been focused on growing and be a good service and really be a good resource, for projects in town and around the town.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Project.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, actually, Amy and I, we first met when we were on the Jacksonville Environmental Protection Board together.
Okay.
And I know just like you, or just like me, I should say, community service is deep in your heart. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, and you and I both are serving on the City of Jacksonville Planning Commission.
That's right.
I'm telling you, Charles, I have so much respect for you. I wish I could do half as good as you.
He never
Thank
sleeps.
you. Thank you.
He never sleeps. Yeah.
Yeah, as an immigrant, my gratitude to this country is really hard to express with words. I remember back 1996 when I received the I-20, from grad school of University of Notre Dame, with full scholarship, and so for me, coming to U.S. was a sure thing, honest. But the airplane ticket one way was $700.
Wow.
And at the time, a part-time, full-time job paid $30 per month. So just to come out with money, I was working 3 jobs around the clock.
Right.
And at night, I worked at a telephone switchboard. And after like 2 a.m., the phone call stopped from coming in, I would roll up a sheet and slap on the floor. And then 7 o'clock, I went to the next job.
Right.
I remember when the morning sunshine that hit in my eyes, and I thought I was the happiest person on this planet, because I was working every minute towards my dream. And then finally, it was my time to come. I had $200 in my pocket. I could barely speak any English, and I could barely understand, spoken English. And I didn't know anybody here. So off I came. I remember the second day on campus, I realized people can't say my first name, Yimin. So I went home, I asked my roommate, I said, Francis, give me an American name. And she's like, wow, I think Amy might be the best. So I said, from now on, I'm Amy, right? You picture that Amy in 1996 and this Amy, right? Even with education, hard work, everything on my part, right? There's no way I could be this person, right? Without somebody, right? Along the way, all those people said something, did something, right? For me.
For you,
right?
yeah.
So each time when I was called to volunteer, and I felt very honored, right? And I thought I was giving a chance, right, to give it back and to pay it forward. I don't think I could ever pay it off. All I wish is I could be a better volunteer. I'm still learning from people like Charles.
Right.
Still learning from you for sure.
Yeah. So Amy, that's awesome. What a great story. You're living your American dream. And I should be applauded. So your company is a JSEP.
Yes.
So what is JSEP, and what has JSEP done for you and your company?
Well, JSEP stands for Jacksonville Small and Emerging Business. And within the program, there are more than 300 firms like us.
Yeah.
Right. I think the JSAP that I owe, all my success to the JSAP
Oh, wow.
program, because it really opens the door for us.
It does.
Right? You think about, engineering firm especially, there are not that much of innovation that really stands out one firm as a brand new firm.
Right.
Right? And so for Charles using, Chris for
Yeah.
10 years, and why he would use a brand new firm,
Right.
Amy. And so JSAB is really putting the policy in place,
Yeah.
and really give us a chance to get in the door. All I need is one opportunity.
Yep.
Oh my
Give us
gosh.
a try.
I know.
Right.
But without the first one, there won't be
Right.
the second.
Right.
There won't be the hundreds.
Right.
And it's funny, I've told people as I go out there and kind of cheerlead for JSUB, I mean, Jacksonville Smart Emerging Business Network, there's 20,000 businesses in Duval County, Jacksonville, a little bit over 300 are part of it. By joining, we create the network gets bigger, one.
Right.
Two, education opportunities for free, my
Yep.
favorite price. You mentioned that policy, they're lobbying on your behalf, and they're
Yeah.
going to city government to make sure that it's, the policies are friendly to the small business owner. The other thing, which is gigantic, is 20% of government or
Right.
city contracts are
Right.
held aside for small business to
Right.
compete for. So you get first look, and if you meet the request for proposal, and that could be life changing. I mean, we're talking some
Yeah.
gigantic contracts. So I applaud Greg Grant and his leadership over there and helping grow the JSUB. So no, I'm glad to hear some testimony that JSUB as a member has benefited you and your organization and the folks that work for you and with you, but also the fact that it should be a call for all those other small business, our JSUBs, to join.
Right, and personally, I admire Mr. Grant so much. I think I can speak for all of us. Not only he works tirelessly every day to trying to open the door for us, and also he has a vision for us that he thinks that we can do more, we can be better. With all the opportunities coming up, he believes that we could really take, ride on the opportunities and to take the next, leap of faith.
Wow.
And I think that's, for us, I mean, we are very fortunate to have a strong leader
Absolutely.
like him.
Yeah, it matters.
Yeah.
Charles, last question.
Yeah, I mean, I would just make a comment that being on the contracting side, working with JSEBs and other smaller subcontractors, you really find some golden opportunities working with them, and they bring so much to the table that you would never have expected or come across without that 20% requirement a lot of times in the city contracts. And so the JSEB program is just really a great part, part of the city, contracting process. And you and I, we haven't had a chance to work together, but it's been fantastic.
That's
so thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Amy, thanks for coming in. We appreciate what you're doing.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Charles, thanks for being our co-host.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's awesome to have you here on the couch with me. The old comfy couch, as they say. So, Amy, what we're going to do, we're going to take all your company's information, your information, we're going to hold it, put it on our show notes, and we're going to push it out on the Daily News Network and across Google News. So I appreciate you coming in. Want to tell your story and your journey, because you're really living that American dream. And two, to give testimony on why you should be a JSUB for our city and for the greater community.
Yeah.
So hey folks, if you like what you heard, connect with us on LinkedIn, all those social media. Hey, take a look at Amy and her story, and take a look at our company. Environmental. We got to take care of this planet, because our planet's got to take care of our future generations. And what's happening here in Jacksonville in this space is just it's changing the game here. So if you like like I said, if you like what you heard, please share us, and we'll see you at our next segment. Live with gratitude.